interested in business? Like, was your dad, like,
Okay.
you said your dad worked on the farm? Or?
Yeah. See, I don't know if my parents didn't instill basketball in me or didn't instill business in me. My parents instilled hard work in me.
Oh, yeah.
And the basketball part of it, growing up in Kentucky, it's just a way of life.
Yeah.
Everybody from Kentucky played basketball. When I grew up, there was only one team, it was Kentucky Wildcats.
Yeah.
It wasn't a Louisville Cardinals at that time, John, but you know, everybody, you know, lived and breathed basketball. That's all I ever wanted to do was play basketball, and that's what I did. My parents instilled the hard work into me to help push me, and they never pushed me in basketball. It's something I did on my own. My dad didn't play college basketball, Mom didn't. But again, the hard work instilled into me helped me become what I was as a player. You know, business was something that, you know, I think neither my mother and father pushed me towards. It was something, you know, I think was not real clear at first, but decently clear. And a good thing about college is this: you have an opportunity your first couple of years, take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and decide what fits. And you know what changes. And there's nothing wrong with changing it. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I want to be a graphic design student this year, and for whatever reason, next year it changes to be an art major. There's nothing wrong with that. And again, I think as an athlete now, you may not know this, and this is the thing I hate for athletes right now. Athletes don't have some opportunities from that standpoint that a regular student does. After their freshman year, they have to declare a major, and what makes it difficult, they can't change after that because they have to keep that percentage towards that degree, and they become ineligible. If that was the state for me, I changed my major from a accounting major to a business major after my sophomore year. Nowadays, it's hard for an athlete to do that. That you maybe can because it's a closed field, but you can't change maybe from a business to a psychology major and stay up on that degree. I don't like that part of it because there's no way many young people at 18, 19 know for sure what they really want to do until they experience some things. And again, most students, when you get your degree, you'll be amazed how many of you will do other things totally different than what you got your degree in.
Yeah.
But the piece of paper is important. Just got your college degree. And if you're blessed to do it in your field, you may do it for a while and say, hey, this is not what I want to do. But still having that college degree will open up some doors for you.
You said your family grew you up with hard work. Do you think luck and talent is just as much as hard work?
Luck, I'm not a real believer in much luck.
No?
No, I don't think there's, you know, I think, you know, and I say this all the time, you have a choice in life. There's a lot of choices in life. You're faced with thousands of choices every day. You know, if you've ever thought about it. And the choices are this. You know, what time do I get up? Do I get up on time, number one, for class? What do I wear? And write on down that list all day long. Do I eat? Do I not eat? Da 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 da. And I tell our players this all the time. You know, most choices, the easiest thing to do is take the easy choice. Easy choice in life. And it's never best. You'll become with the choices you make, though. And you have an opportunity to make choices. You make enough of the right choices, that's what you're going to become. You make enough of the wrong choices, that's what you're going to become. And that's why everybody should feel blessed, man, that you have opportunities and choices to make. And again, most people are not going to make a hard choice. To really go work hard and do some things. And to answer your question, you know, it was a choice I made. It's a choice I made that that I wanted to be the best I could at what it was. And you know, I wasn't a very talented guy. So whatever talent I had to work hard at it. Like Big John. Big John is a hard worker. That is a great talent. Everybody gets caught up in talent, thinking running and jumping is talent. Well, it is a talent, but what will determine what you become in life is what you have here and what you have here. That controls everything else. And most people, and the truth is, today's generation ain't very tough there. Don't have the same compassion for things. Don't have love for things. Most people like things. Well, if you like things, you're not going to be the best at it. You have to love it. to be the best. If I was to ask all of y'all, you want to be the best student you can be, what would you say?
Yeah. Yes, I mean, I would, but
Well,
it's
but what are
easier
you
to
willing
say
to
it.
do?
Work hard.
Work hard. Yeah, it's easier to say it, I guess, than like actually
do it.
do it. Yeah.
I ask my players all the time, "Man, you guys didn't want to be the best." Well, every one of them raised their hand.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. What are you willing to do to be the best? And when I tell you what it takes to be the best, I may not want my hand raised up here. I may think I do, but I really don't. That's what's wrong. If you ask me, in today's world, today's society, that's what's changed so much. People don't have passion or love for something. They like a lot of things, but as soon as it gets tough, fold the tent and go home.
That's true.
And I feel like, especially, like that's, you know, back then I feel like they didn't really have like this kind of class where you like could take like a class to like plan your career. And then now I guess that might be like in part what's the problem, because, you know, like I guess like our generation is, you know, used to like almost kind of being like not spoon fed, but like, I don't know, my parents would just like kind of.
Spoon fed you, that's a good
Yeah,
word.
yeah, okay,
Spoiled.
yeah,
No,
exactly.
spoiled,
Exactly.
spoon fed and soft. Here's what's different in y'all's world, is this, and I'm going to go back and talk about my world a little bit, is that today's society, they don't want to be patient for anything. They want it right now, and most of them want it to be given to them. They don't want to start out no entry job. They want that pay right here, right from the beginning. Well, that's not the way it works in the real world. And because you've been spoon-fed and spoiled, and you want to start making this so I can buy all these materialistic things. You know, my first job as and I'll say this, and I'll say it proudly, my first full-time job as a basketball coach. This tells you how bad I wanted it. It's a Division I job. It only paid $7,000. But you know, it's a chance for me to become a Division I coach. My office was joined by a coaching room. It had a shower in it, and it had a couch in it. And I'd work on that phone most of the night, John, go in there and take me a shower and lay on that couch and sleep. That's all I needed. But I sacrificed. I paid my dues. And again, was fortunate along the way to things that kept working out for me. Nowadays, young people want to start coaching. Are you kidding me? Start out and do that and sleep on a couch? No. They want to start out up here right from the get-go. And that's probably in every workload there is in today's society. So it's all different than it used to be.
Coach, we want to know about like last year, like you offered another job, but we want to know how you handled it when you come back here.
But John, I came back because I knew I had to yell at you some more, man. If you girls don't know this again, I'm going to say this. Big John is one of our hardest workers. And I got to keep remembering this. Big John, because of his background, there's a lot of things he doesn't know. But it's not his fault. I got to keep telling myself that. But I'm telling you, he has something that you can't teach as a coach. He has a drive, and he is a hard worker. That overcomes a lot of things. In time, his background will continue to get better, understanding things. And again, there's no substitute for hard work in whatever you do. And I'm going to, before I finish that question, just like your grades in these classes. You know, most people, you'll settle for a C or B. C. You put a little bit in it, you get a little bit out of it. That's what people do nowadays. They take the shortcuts. They don't really put everything they got in it to be the best they could be in it and make the highest grade they can. They do enough to get by. But John, to answer your question, you know, we just finished up 20 years in Mississippi State. Finished up 12 years as head coach and 8 years as assistant. And you know, I have 3 little boys, Isaac 10, Noah 8, and Luke 6. And Luke's a handful, isn't he? I don't know where he came from sometimes, John, but hey, he's just always running around. He's going to be he likes to come over and get the broom and sweep the floors. He don't care anything about basketball. He'll sweep the floors or play in dirt. But John, we had no intentions of ever even looking. We're not ones that self-promote. We're not ones that get our names involved in things. And it so happened that there's someone that knew us very, very well. It's over at Clemson, and took our name to those people over there. And one thing led to another, and they really started selling us